So topical back with another video. I'm Strange Wang. Today I'm doing my top 5 most overrated movies of 2024.
And hit the spot.
As you should know, this is a opinion-based video, so if your opinion is different than mine, put that in the comment section. Coming at my number 5 spot, we have Rebel Ridge. Good movie. Good movie. I usually don't have a problem with slow films, but I just felt like the meat, the chunk, the middle of this film just dragged on. And that doesn't make for a very fun watching experience. So I'll put it on my list. Number 4, Drive Away Dolls is a fun movie directed by only one of the Coen brothers, but I did have fun with it. However, when you look at the Coen brothers' history of cinema and what they've done, especially in the comedy realm, this is probably one of their worst movies they ever made.
Am I lying?
Because of who made it. If you look outside of that, it's really enjoyable. But when you have that expectation of great director lineage, and you look at this in their filmography, and you're like, one of these things not like the other, and it's this. So take with that what you will. Number 3, another one I did not see. I kept hearing about, word of mouth. Just hyped it up too much. And it didn't live up to expectations. And that is The Wild Robot. This movie is a good movie. It's not a great movie in my opinion. DreamWorks, they don't have a lot of great films.
It's debatable.
Pixar, a lot of great films. So when you're holding a candle to Pixar, the greatest, probably honestly the greatest studio of all time, when it comes to their wins and their success and how remarkable, memorable, beloved their films are, and the amount of stinkers they have, that's who you look. That's the gold standard. And this was above average for Pixar without a doubt. It's a very good movie as well. Having two things, not complete opposites, coexisting, learning from each other, bonding, building something. It's a great message, but the investment, the heartfelt, the emotion wasn't as thickly put on as I wanted it to be. It wasn't with me. It was a good movie. It wasn't a great movie. It wasn't a above 90% on Rotten Tomatoes in my opinion, because it just lacked emotion for me. And when I go to a movie, I want emotion. And you're saying, oh, well, it's a kid's movie. What do you expect? Kids have emotions too. So if anything, kids don't know how to control their emotions, so their emotions are going to come out more. And I think it was a missed opportunity. Number 2 on my list of most overrated of 2024 is Maxine. I did not like this film at all. It was one of my least favorite films of the year, and it's because I hate this. Oh, I'm Brian De Palma. I really like Hitchcock films. Let me make Hitchcock films. Call them Hitchcockian thrillers. Because I'm a fan, but everything he did had meaning behind it. I'm just going to copy the shit he did and leave out the meaning. Brian De Palma is not a great director. I don't like Brian De Palma.
Keep it 100.
I do like Hitchcock. I do love Hitchcock thrillers made by Hitchcock. You can't do after Hitchcock, especially in the 1980s. It's cheesy. It's corn. It's not good.
I am not impressed.
So revisiting that, just for a movie I was looking forward to, X, great slasher film. Pearl, great, weird, unique look at Technicolor and almost a parody of those films. And having that in modern day, you're not going to the theater seeing anything like that. Very hyped for this third film in the X trilogy. And this is what I got. And it was like a stab in the back. I felt betrayed. I know your gimmick, Ty West, for this trilogy is visiting genres and making genre pieces. And you gave me this, and I was like, my least favorite subgenre of all time. Felt like a kick in the balls. just these films don't work for me. This one did not as well. The ending, so overblown, ruined the franchise to me, in my personal opinion. I will not be picking this up on Blu-ray. I will just keep Pearl and X proudly and enjoy those two for the rest of my life and pretend like Maxine did not exist. And I'm just going to live my life like that. Number one, very controversial. Also in the horror genre, it's Substance. A good performance does not make a movie great. I said it for Joker when it came out, and I'm saying it now. People, in my opinion, are getting a good performance confused with a great movie. Demi Moore, fantastic.
Facts.
This movie, over the top, in your face. Personally, I don't like to be talked to like I'm stupid. And you could make the argument, oh, that's his gimmick. That's how they feel like they're being talked to as women in Hollywood. Well, I get that. But when you beat me over the head with it, it makes me more annoyed, and more so I want to leave the theater than, oh my goodness, I want to go online and praise this movie. To me, it felt like an over-budget short film. That would have been great if you cut it down and put it on YouTube, but instead you went the body horror route, which, Strange Wang don't like that. And I just don't like movies that are in my face. That's just me. I mean, the only one I can think of off the top of my head that I like that is in your face, here's our message, you see it, you love it, get it, is Remember the Titans. And I understand some of these things are meant for the masses, but where the studio that came out with this, I'm not expecting this to be for the masses, but as a marketing budget, not a budget, but a marketing ploy to get this film out to the masses, to get your studio more good films, more good actors, and more attention, more eyes on the studio and the product you're putting out for Oscar time, especially because I think she will be nominated and she wins it, would be deserving. But as a film goer and a film lover, this was very disappointing, and it felt like a college student wrote a script and it became this big budget movie, and it just wasn't for me personally. I thought it was
overrated as fuck, in my opinion. I mean, and you know what though? That's typically how the bullshit goes. You feel me?
But let me know your top 5, top 10, top 2, top 1, top 3, whatever movies you found overrated in 2024 down in the comment section below. And since you heard the whole list, tell me where I'm wrong, where I'm right, all that good stuff. Scroll back up, hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.